At the time when the First World War broke out, there were two main regiments that soldiers from Leek and the surrounding area were a part of: the Leek Battery and North Staffordshire Regiment. Life changed considerably in Leek, just like across the country, as all efforts went into winning the war. For example, the locals would gather up food supplies and send them off to the soldiers fighting in a hope to boost their morale and remind them of home. It is thought that the parachutes used for the food drops were manufactured in a local factory here in Leek. From our research in the Roll of Honour and Debt of Honour books, which were wrote locally by C. W. Sheldon, we are found of a family of 5 brothers and 3 sisters who lived in Leek on Duke Street with their mum. 4 of the boys bravely joined up to the army and were all soldiers in the First World War. However, we later discovered that 3 of them sadly died during battle. Private William Smith, who died on the 8th of August, only 2 days after landing at Suvla Bay, and is now commemorated at the Helles Memorial. Private Tom Smith, the second brother, died of serious wounds on the 22nd of August 1915, while serving with the 2nd Battalion, the East Lancashire Regiment. Sadly, Mrs. Emma Tomkinson, the mother of the Smiths brothers, died herself in December 1915, aged only 55. This was before she even found out about the tragic death of her 3rd son, Private Samuel Smith, who was attached to the Royal Army Medical Corps at a military hospital in India. From researching and reading letters, we can only begin to imagine the devastating effects for the anxious families who were waiting at home in the hope that their beloved sons, husbands and brothers would come home safely. Sadly, in this case, they didn't. A Mother's Poem. The battlefields were calling, she knew he had to go, but as he walked away from her, he left footprints in the snow. Never mind, her heart was breaking, he must not see her tears, for now he was a soldier, though not yet 18 years. Throughout the long harsh winter, each morning she would go, for one more long and loving look at the footprints in the snow. She begged the spring to stay away, and kissed the sun that shone, and wiped away one last link with a young and only son. Throughout the long and lonely nights, she prayed to God on high, to send her boy safe home again. Lord, do not let him die. Although her prayers were unanswered, as he was sadly lost at war, his precious life had been wasted in a cruel and bloody war.